Mastering the roles of a creator in 2025. So, if you are a creator or an aspiring creator who is struggling or desiring to create content, courses, community, and cash, this video is for you. This is all about turning passion and purpose into profits. And you may be wondering, where are you? Where in the world are you, Katrina Julia? I am in Bali. I'm actually in Ubud now. And I used to dream and desire things like this. So if I can do it, so can you. So if you haven't hit subscribe yet, hit that subscribe button to follow me, the Limitless Global Girl, aka your creator
Subscribe to my
bestie,
channel.
to create it like a boss. So what is mastering the roles of a creator all about? So glad you asked, because we are talking about 4 specific roles to master as a creator in 20. So let's be honest, let's be real. Being a creator and being a CEO looks different in 2025. That's one of the reasons why I'm filming this video in a place like this instead of a co-working space, instead of an office, instead of indoors. And being someone that used to be stuck in corporate America in 60, 70, 80, 90-hour weeks, in boardrooms and meetings for 30 plus hour weeks with no windows, I'm literally allergic so many times to indoor settings and meetings without a purpose and meetings without pre-work. So let's talk about the first role, creator CEO. So as a creator CEO, you are the visionary. You are the big picture thinker. You're the one that's thinking about the strategies, the structure, the systems, and the launches and what that looks like. At the same time, as you expand on the other 3 roles and or automate and delegate those, then you start to free up your time more and more. And that's something you want to think about as the creator to CEO, as the CEO. So what does this look like, Katrina? This looks like tracking project management in tools like ClickUp with my creator templates. This looks like having a dashboard, tracking different key performance indicators so that you look at them on dashboards, but that you also track them daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and think about, do they line up to your vision for the year, for the next several years? Like when you can take a look at my vision series that I post on the blog, on the podcast, on my videos every single year, where I outline and have learned to both simplify and be strategic with that vision. So let me know if you want more videos behind the scenes on the creator CEO. Creator to CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. So the CMO role and mastering this role as a creator encompasses so much. We're talking about launches. We're talking about content creation. We're talking about strategy, structure, systems. And this is where you want to think about aspects of B2B to C marketing, like business to consumer. I have an amazing Launch Like a Boss series in my Creator to CMO toolkit and in my Creator Circle that you can jumpstart for free. Not to mention, you guys, my amazing How Is Your Marketing quiz and YouTube video to really help you get clear on your foundation, on your stability, and on your growth as you're shifting from quote unquote being just a creator, because you're not just a creator. to a CMO mindset. Now, keep in mind, each of these four different roles, the creator to CEO, the creator to CMO, and the two more roles I'm going to talk about, they are going to look different depending on how you choose as a creator, as a CEO, to automate and delegate within these roles. And one of my bosses used to tell me before, Jay, that it's so important to play smart on TV, to basically know enough to be dangerous. And what that means is you don't have to be and do it all. That means we get to create with freedom. That means we get to create a lifestyle brand. That means we get to automate and delegate, which I'm going to talk about in the next role. So let's talk about the chief operating officer. This is where you put on the mindset of shifting from a creator to a COO. You want to think about strategy, structure, systems, things like automation, delegation, workflows. This is where so many incredible tools that I talk about in my other videos, in my creator circle with my 75 tips, tools, and tech, and the creator templates, bundle, and school. That, and if you didn't know, creator retreats. I host retreats all around the world, and I have retreats coming up in Bali to love, create, play. So, as a chief operating officer, you want to think about automation, delegation. This is where you start to shift from active to passive income with incredible tools like Kajabi, like StanStore, like ManyChat, like HoneyBook, and so many other tools that I use and create and share all across this amazing channel, all across my amazing content. So definitely get into my email list as a side note, because every single month, you guys, I also share creator confessions. And this is where I dive deep into the real talk, not just the reel as in the highlight reel for Instagram. I dive into things like faith, wellness, wealth, business, travel, the good, the bad, the ugly, and things like what I'm talking about as a COO, where I'm automating, where I'm delegating, how I'm freeing up my time, what I'm A/B testing across emails, across launches, across social media, how I'm repurposing, what tools I'm using, and how I'm managing it all. And this goes back into the creator CEO role with my different templates that I use, with project management, with templates I created. They're designated for creators and CEOs, like the Create 7 template, like my creator cashboard, like the 90-day plan. And if you want more videos on some of the templates and behind the scenes, definitely drop that in the comments below to help me create content for my amazing channel as your creator bestie. So last but not least, we are getting into the CFO role. And I'm going to share a bit of my backstory and a bit of my history in business and in finance and in marketing. So let's talk about creator to CFO, Chief Financial Officer. So this is where you start to really get into the money. And this is where the money mindset is so important, you guys. So if you didn't know, some of my backstory is, and my transformational story on shifting from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, pain to purpose, lies to love, bondage to freedom, and devaluing to purity, also includes with this transformation story of a lifetime, losing over 55 plus pounds 7 plus years ago, shifting from corporate to calling, including an MBA, a CPA, 7+ industries, working in strategy, in marketing, in finance, from brands like ConocoPhillips to Victoria's Secret to Google to Expedia, and so many in between, working as different roles, including being a financial analyst at ConocoPhillips, to a director at Victoria's Secret, to being on the NBC Apprentice. So I truly feel like I've lived 10,000 lives. So as a CFO, and I've worked with companies in roles like a CFO, like a chief audit executive. So I've worked in everything from the strategy into creating multi-step strategies across Fortune 500 companies, across audit departments, across financial departments, across setting up Sarbanes-Oxley and more. And within that, I've learned how to right size the approach, whether you're a creator, whether you are a Fortune 500 brand, and also not to think bureaucratically, to think strategically, to think agile, to test different things. So as you shift from a creator to CFO, you want to think about amazing, tools like QuickBooks, like managing your cash flow with KPI dashboards, like how you're creating cash. Like, are you taking the aligned action to create cash every single day? How are you managing that with your financials? How are you managing your taxes? How are you managing your financial statements? And again, some of you may opt to do that, like I do currently, but I have on my horizon to delegate that to a monthly CFO type service. And I'm already thinking of different tax planning benefits and things I want to do next, like setting up a monthly rental allowance and educational allowances and things like that. How to strategically purchase things for tax planning purposes. One of my favorite classes, which is really weird, when I was studying for my CPA, was tax planning because I love the strategy behind it. So comment down below on possibly what you would want to see more on behind the scenes as a creator to CFO, whether that's things in QuickBooks, whether that's things with cash flow, like my money manifestation magnet template I just created. So I hope you love this video, you guys. Definitely hit that subscribe button to connect with me, Limitless Global Girl, to create with me, your creator bestie. And it's getting around to be around 9-10 o'clock here in Bali. I'm about to go ahead and change in my bathing suit, enjoy this amazing pool here in Bali at Kakul Villa and Suites. And as always, remember, create, transform, and inspire, because you are born to.